Now, a trade they opened for the first time in these 3 months yesterday. And he issued that his rallying cry as disrupted high streets prepared to come alive again, with the country taking its first step back towards a normal life. Now, Mr. Sunak said that it would be a huge moral boost when stores across the UK opened up yesterday, and the land has been put up there, open signs up again to yesterday morning, and he declared that let's get the show on the road. He admitted many people will feel anxious about venturing out again for parting with their cash when so many jobs are at risk, but he insisted that it was absolutely vital to take those first step back to normality and to kickstart the dormant economy and protect hundreds of thousands of jobs. And this, Mr. Sunak said it's important that as a country we've got to reawaken our lion spirit. Is what we are all about, of course, because we are about that, aren't we? We are about it. We've got to rediscover, though, our confidence, though, haven't we, and get our lives back to normal. So our message, of course, to shopping those who are all the things that we used to love doing before the pandemic, and bit by bit, and we need to get back to where we were, of course, before. Now, in a exclusive newspaper interview, the Chancellor vowed to stand behind Britain's workers as they left leave lockdown, just as he did when we all entered it. Now, he warned that the life will be different and we would all have to relearn everyday behaviour and we look for granted. Now, it was pledged to make the protecting as many jobs as possible his top priority, and to think about paying off the debt later. Now, he was hailed our Bounce Back Britain campaign as a terrific boost for shops and businesses battling to survive. Now, our tea shop, it hasn't shut at all. It's been open for weeks. It's been open the whole way round. It's just knocked off 1 hour, but it's 10 till 3 at the moment. So Monday to Saturday, 10 till 3. He's been open the whole time. My boss is amazing, absolutely brilliant. So well done to him for keeping open the whole way. Well, of course, he's food anyway. But that off to Mr. Sunak 40 was put in charge of Britain's financials less than 5 years after the MP, after becoming an MP. His meteoric rise left him with the unviable task of handling the biggest economic crisis faced by any Chancellor. Yet, after just 122 days and a looming jobs Armageddon, he seems unfazed by the heavy burden on his shoulders. He said there's no doubt that this lockdown has had an enormous impact on our economy. We always knew that would be the case, and we're starting to see it in the latest figures, which showed it contracted by 20.4%. Now, the highest fall on record, but that isn't about numbers, though, is it? It is about people and their endowers and family security, and that's the thing that weighs most heavily on me. He said the confident that my furlough scheme has protected millions of people's jobs during the crisis, but I know that there will still be people who have a hardship ahead of them. But that's why my main focus will be to do everything I can to support them, and we can all do our bit to help by supporting our local shops. Of course we all do. I mean, I go and chat to all my local friends every single day, but I don't buy anything off them. I just go and chat to my good old Buntingford friends. I know them all very well anyway. But we can, of course, support them. Of course we can. I mean, we can go down and support our local people. Of course, I mean, we do. But we can all do our bit, of course, to help and business as they reopen for businesses. Now, living in a shadow of coronavirus has been made, and many people think twice about whatever it is worth the risk to go shopping just yet. But Mr. Sunak insists that there is no cause to worry, and it is confident retailers have done everything possible to make their shops safe. And they have spent the past few days visiting stores of all kinds to check if they are safe to open their doors, and admits to bursts of excitement. And as he entered a bookshop again, the Chancellor said that shopping is something that we all used to do. And it's something that we all love and doing, and it's how we spend time as a family, being out at the weekends, and it's something that we've missed. Mr. Sunak was speaking in some Waterstones in London's Victoria Street the other day, where he took advantage of a visit to buy some books for his daughters, aged 9 and 7. He said that I remember what it was like to come with my kids to a store like this on a Saturday and pick up, as I've just done. The latest Secret 7 book for a diary for them to scribble in. Those are in moments that we've all missed. So he said, I think that people will be yarning and excited like me, to get back to that. He added, I am very conscious that there will be anxiety for some time. Many people have not been inside a shop, and in a way that we all have to learn the behaviours that we took for granted, and we've all been living with anxiety for 12 weeks, but the good news is that we've made enormous progresses hit by bit, and that confidence will come back, and the anxiety will reduce. But it's not going to happen overnight. He added that you can see the extraordinary steps, and the shop has taken to create a safe environment. But they've got distinct distancing clearly marked out on the floor, hand sanitizers, of course, and screens at the checkout, and a different way to do returns. All of this, though, is creating an environment that is going to keep are safe, and that's not just at this store. Of course, lots of shops up and down the country have put enormous effort, and more people start to return, and of course people start to return. But not just yesterday. I have friends. Okay, I know people who are not just opening up yesterday. I know people who own shops who are opening up later in the week, like my friend Caroline, and she'd love me to say this. She owns a shop in the town, literally opposite where I work. She owns a boutique, like a ladies' clothes shop, and she's opening 3 days a week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 till 2. She's going to be doing, but she's only going to be doing 4 hours a day. But my boss is open Monday to Saturday, 10 till 3. But see, people aren't going to be returning to the normal hours at this very moment. Of course they're not. It's going to take time. It'll take time for them to go back to normal. I mean, in Royston, which is the next town 8 miles up the A10 from here. I mean, the sweet shop, I know Margaret and all my good old friends there. I mean, she opened up yesterday, and she's doing 9 till 4 this week, and then she's going to be returning to our normal hours next week, which is 9 till 5:30, 6 days a week. And that's a long day, really, but that is what they're going to be doing from next week, because that's what they do anyway. A big gift shop, sweet shop, an amazing shop, absolutely lovely. I must mention it again, amazing shop to go to. He added that you can see the extraordinary steps as well, and yesterday's reopening was a dry one for the return of pubs and restaurants, but a lot of pubs and restaurants are just open for takeaways at this very moment. And of course, restaurants which have been noted for the beginning of July, and Mrs. Annick insists that it will continue to be interim steps, but said it was virtual to move forward if the country is to return to the normal. The Chancellor said that the economy also rests on our instrumental spirit, and called the risk takers to tweak their businesses or try something new. He added that we're going to have to think creativity. A firm might want to reopen in a different way, and a lot of people are going to start new businesses. He stressed that it was virtual to get out of the flying start by making sure the High Street review is a big success. The Chancellor said that the Sun's Bounce Back Britain campaign is absolutely virtual because it will help people to realise that the country is open for businesses again. And of course, an Enid Blyton book was the Chancellor's first buy to mark the reopening of shops. Mr. Sunak chose one of the classic Secret 7 titles left to keep his daughters Christina and Ursula Copenhagen. He said, I'll pick it up at Secret 7 on the Trout and Son Diaries, and he was visiting a branch of Waterstones in Victoria, central London, as shops geared up for the public yesterday, of course. So, and we'll leave them stories there. Blimey, what time is it now? Oh my God, this is coming up to 25 past 10. I didn't know what the time was. God, time just goes so quick, doesn't it? Right, okay, time for a nice, calm cup of tea and a relax. When we come back, we're going to be talking about National Day. I will find out, and I will let you know what it is, and then later on in the show, we're going to be talking about what's on the box tonight. It's Tuesday evening. I'm not quite sure there's going to be a lot on tonight, because, of course, a lot of programmes are repeat, but we have got a couple of new programmes that do start tonight on TV, so we will let you know in a couple of minutes. See you in a moment.
sign.